Wonderfully chilly morning here in Minnesota.
Yeah.
We're outside alongside Joe Vitale, Darren Pang. This is Blues Game Day Live. A lot of fans walking by here. A lot of St. Louis Blues fans.
You look
here.
good, pal. You got the black on gray, just like me.
We're sort of trying to warm it up, but I think it gives people the idea of what's going on here.
Yeah.
It's November the 2nd, pal.
It's cold.
And it's cold.
It's a cold, yeah. It's Minnesota.
You have hair.
I mean,
Imagine what it's like with this.
I wear my toque when it's 90 degrees outside in Florida, but I forget it when it's 20 in Minnesota. Go figure. But no, Trevor and Pinky, they do a great job setting this up for us every game day. But unfortunately, I couldn't find a spot anywhere inside this huge building. But we'll get to it. It's at adversity. We'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, you were a tough hockey player at one point.
At one point,
I remember.
Yeah, and I'm a soft broadcaster.
I know. What happened to you?
I don't know. I hung out with you too much, I think.
That's a good possibility. Let's go to last night's game, Joe.
Yeah.
A win last night in overtime against Columbus. Entertaining game, back and forth. Columbus came with a real good, solid effort. Had a lot of good chances early on.
I think they did. They came out really good. You know, Panger, for me, everyone keeps talking this team finds ways to win games. And to me, last night, the reason was the saves. I mean, Jordan Bennington, he could have been my number one star. Again, he was the number one star a couple games ago when we saw Minnesota, who we're going to see again here tonight. He made some great saves, early flurries in that game. He kept the Blues within distance. They got down by a couple goals. Power play saved the day. You know, that ticky-tacky hooking call late in that game, to me, that was kind of set it over the top because the Blues go on the power play. John Tortorella, oh my goodness, he was outraged by that call.
Well, deservedly so.
I thought we were going to see a Donnybrook uproar on that entire Columbus Blue Jackets bench from how angry they were. And then that power play carried into overtime. Pietrangelo, what a play. 8 seconds to go. You know you got to get to the offensive zone quickly to take advantage of the man advantage. He does that, sets up Piranha for the OT winner.
Yeah, we've seen that movie before, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
David Perron to Pietrangelo against Devin Dubnyk in the Minnesota Wild.
It's like Groundhog's Day here.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. You like that the fourth line last night?
Yes.
The best game I thought that they've played and established their identity. And I would assume that Craig Berube, the head coach of the St. Louis Blues, would lean on them a little bit more. Once they've got their identity, you could see how much he relied on them last night.
Yeah, and I think
they were terrific.
I think that Oscar Sundqvist, Ivan Barbashev, they've continually been successful, continually been consistent. Yeah. I think the biggest difference right now with this fourth line has been Kenzie McEachern.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean? He gets the most amount of ice time as a Blue last night in that game, and rightfully so.
Yep.
They started every period. My favorite shift was right after Braden Shen scored that power play goal. I thought that was a big moment in the game where Craig Berube goes back with that fourth line. They get right to the offensive zone, and what an incredible second effort by Oscar Sundqvist. I agree with you, Panger. They were great.
Yeah, they were great. And, I think Craig Berube and the entire team, they're just looking for a consistent identity, a heavy game, a game in which you win battles on the boards. You don't kind of, one and done kind of stuff. So I thought that line, and in this game tonight, if they're feeling good about themselves, that Craig will have them on the ice an awful lot. It's funny the way the game goes. I talked to Ryan O'Reilly after the game, and he wasn't very happy with his game at all. And yet, there's David Perron scoring in overtime. So first star.
I know it.
When I interviewed David Perron on Fox Sports Midwest on the bench after the game, you talk about Binnington, he was great. You talk about the fourth line, he was great. And there's David Perron. He's the first star of the game.
But they find ways to get it done.
They find ways to
get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he actually a player for the moment has been David, hasn't he?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, him and Ryan O'Reilly. I mean, even when they're not playing great, as in Ryan said last night, these guys, I said in the broadcast last night, that them's like peas and carrots, the chemistry between those two, and they're just they keep going, man. They just score goals at right times. In Braden Shen the same way. They're getting goals from these two guys at great moments in games, and they're finding ways to win. And they're going to need it here again tonight because Minnesota, they played Minnesota a couple nights ago, and then Minnesota's had a break since then. So I feel as if, when you play a team back-to-back like this with as much of a break as Minnesota Wild has, all the video over the last 2 days for the Wild is going to be on the St. Louis Blues game. They're going to be ready to go tonight.
Yeah, I would anticipate that the line combination will stay the same. Last night, a couple of scary moments, and Colton Parayko didn't seem like himself in that second period. After he went into the boards hard early in the game, but he came back strong in the third period. And the goaltender will likely be the only change that the Blues make. A lot of anticipation that Jake would go in this back-to-back scenario. And of course, Jake was supposed to play in Detroit last week, but fell by the flu and lost a few pounds. Maybe less bread, maybe less of Joey's bread. Oh no, he was sick. That's why.
I could lose a couple pounds. I should have hung out with Jake a little more that trip.
No, it's not a good thing.
No, it's bad.
It's not a good thing.
He'll be back here tonight, though. He plays well against Minnesota, and he plays well on the road.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see
I
Jake
like the
Snake.
back-to-back games.
Yeah, I do.
And I like doing the games inside, not outside.
Yeah.
But it is hockey weather.
Yeah.
It is Minnesota.
Mike McDonald's in there. I just saw him.
And Mike Madonna's in there. The great Mike
I
Madonna.
met him
1,499 games played.
I met him here when I was 6 years old, his rookie year.
Wow.
He just walked by. I was kind of starstruck. I was like,
I played against him.
I couldn't say hi. You did? Oh, jeez, wow.
Wow. There you go.
I took a face-off against him my first year.
Game time, 7 o'clock, fellas. 7 o'clock, 6:30 on the pregame show on ESPN 101. You and Chris Kerber got the call.
And don't forget to set your clocks back.
Oh, after the game.
Tomorrow. Not right now.
No,
You'll miss the game.
Not right now because you missed the game. So it's 7 o'clock, puck drop, 6:30 on the pregame shows on Fox Sports Midwest and 101 ESPN. John Kelly's having coffee this morning. He's getting himself ready. He's got the call. I got the call, Darren. I don't talk like that. And we'll be ready on that side of it. So for Joe Vitale, I'm Darren Pang. Enjoy your day, everybody. Stay warm. And we'll see you tonight on the radio or on the television side.